Hey guys, welcome to this channel again, and today this video is going to talk about a mysterious incident. If you like this video, please make sure to share and like the video and subscribe to this channel. The possibility of sharing the universe with an alien has been one of the salient arguments which have been debated in the science world. Among most of those arguments is the pertinent question which is leveled against the US government by the masses, on which is hidden in the popular Area 51, which is a well-known secret U.S. Air Force Base military installation which can be found in Groom Lake, southern Nevada. With locals in the nearby districts claiming sightings of UFO signals and sightings along that axis, but all these claims have been thrashed by the government, which claims the place is just another random military camp used to protect the United States from external attacks. Is this true, or is it just another government propaganda? Nobody knows for sure. For context, this argument didn't start today. The U.S. government has always made practical efforts into finding and tracing any signals and sightings which came from space. The major one among them being as far back as 1972, they built the Big Ear Radio Telescope located in Delaware, Ohio, which was created to help study the universe and the movement in the sky. But on the early hours of August 15, 1977, Jerry Emin, who was working on the computers, then saw something beyond his wildest dreams. A powerful signal that moved through his computers. Something which meant that something very powerful had made a movement through the universe. Still stuck in the shock of the discovery, he wrote down "wow" on a page using his pen. Unfortunately, the signal lasted for just 72 seconds, which was not long enough for the astronomer to make his findings and trace the movement, no thanks to the outdated inferior machines which were in use during those periods. With most of the equipment built by students, volunteers, and technicians who sometimes had no idea of what they were actually doing. What was the wow signal? Was it real? Or maybe just a little glitch on the computer system, which made the astronomer believe that he had sighted a movement along the universe. With this in mind, NASA agreed to do full funding on the Big Ear Radio to help it to take the necessary steps of detecting other movements or signals which travel in the sky. It was a dream come true for most teachers, astronomers, and people who believed strongly in the existence of another life, but had no way of funding it. For the next 4 years, nothing exciting happened till late during the summer of 1977, another signal appeared from Sagittarius from the Big Ear Radio. John Emin was a volunteer and was in charge of manually checking through all the files and documents which detailed all the signals and transmissions which were carried out by the Big Ear Radio. As he was going through these, he came across a set of numbers which were SEQUJ5, a series of numbers which, even though it's just a compilation of numbers and alphabets, it meant a whole lot to the science astronomical communities. This signal meant that once again Big Ear had picked up a signal from space, which, even though it started as just a small frequency, it increased in strength before dropping off from the charts again. But one thing was certain, the signal wasn't earthly and thus proved that there might be a chance of having other bodies here with us. The next couple of hours, Emin began to trace and record the sighting, trying to know if there was a possibility for another occurrence. From days, it turned to weeks, and more astronomers who were also wowed by these sightings took it upon themselves to trace every available pattern and recording in their possession to know if the signal had occurred before and be ready for when it would occur in the future, while in the meantime creating more technically advanced machines that helped their search of the universe. As they searched for it, the question that kept ringing in their ear were, what if the aliens came about what we were doing and decided to use more technically advanced machines which can't be traced by our model of detection for their travels? Can they keep up on the search for this signal? It was a dicey situation, but just like every astronomer would say, our timing and the timing of other parts of the universe are not the same. A year can go for just a millisecond on the universe, so to get anything of note, you have to wait it out. And they did. For 24 years, they looked and studied and charted, looking for a signal which was as strong as the guess signal, but it all came out fruitless. None appeared, but just as the organization and the people in it were able to wait out more years, their funders were not. In 1993, the U.S. government decided not to use taxpayers' money to fund what they described as pipe dreams. They stopped funding it through NASA. with other areas which made it easy for the Big Ear to generate funds to continue operation. Consequently, the organization was closed and the machines were destroyed. But yet, NASA, which has now developed more advanced machines and equipment, is ready to detect any signal or movement which moves through the universe. But the question still lingers. Have they seen one and kept it away from the public, or is the idea of another terrestrial life apart from ours just a figment of our imaginations and doesn't need much time, effort, and funds to be wasted on it? Soon we will find out.